And all the time, let me take this opportunity to thank the Almighty God for bringing us here to celebrate an amazing trailblazing woman who has done a lot for the women of this country. I know you made my work a little easier, Maurice, but I'll do my task nonetheless and acknowledge the members who are here. I doubt because of time whether all of them will speak, so I will pick one or two. Maybe you just stand up again. Honorable Dr. Christine Ombaka from Siaya. Honorable Martin Owino, Ward Chief, who is also a member of this church. I know because I'm a member of this church as well. Honorable Professor Jacqueline Oduol, former Member of Parliament and CC Siaya. Honorable Martha Wangari from Nakuru County, member of Gilgil. Honorable Naisula Lesuda, Member of Parliament, Samburu West. Honorable Fatuma Mohammed, Member of Parliament, Migori County. Senator, I know you will introduce them, but because of a women agenda, I will introduce the women senators. Senator Professor Margaret Kamar. Senator Beth Siengo. Honorable Dr. Eve Obara. Honorable Esther Passaris. The men in the Senate, Honorable Moses, will deal with you. Let me just take this opportunity because of time to thank the Speaker of the National Assembly for the support that he has given. I want to thank the members of the National Assembly also for the support, and especially the Kenya Women Parliamentary Association, KEWOPA. And some of the women who have come here have said specifically because something major happened in 1997, that the first affirmative action motion was brought in Parliament by Honorable Phoebe Asiyo. So many of us are here courtesy of Honorable Phoebe Asiyo, because we were first nominated, many of us before we are elected. And I also want to recognize a very special category of women who are here. This is the women's movement. And the women's movement at Sango, I hadn't seen you. I'm very happy to see you. The women's movement who are here, from Gen Z or Gen Alpha to, I was told, I don't know what the generation of Mama Phoebe is, but I got it right in the writing. Can we please just stand up? Whether you are a member of Parliament or just the women's movement, please stand. I know there are men who are standing, they love the women's movement. But this is part of the women's movement. And the women's movement are women who have worked. Honorable Mbarire, stop disowning us. Honorable Wanga, stop disowning us. You are part of the women's movement. And even First Lady, even Maendeleo. This is part of it, even Honorable Zipora. Yes, I can see you. I just wanted to explain that the women's movement are women who have worked over the years to ensure that there is gender equality and there is gender equity. You may have a seat. We've actually had, we had an opportunity for some of us, not all of us. We've actually had various celebrations. There was one in Homa Bay that was led by Maendeleo. Then we also had another one in Kisumu. We had one in Nairobi that had our seniors, some of whom are here today, and some of them have sent apologies, including Honorable Martha Karua and our retired lady justices. I can't mention all of them, but they've said they are with us. Some of them will be able to come to the home, and some will not be able, but they all give their greetings and they recognize the work that Honorable Phoebe Asiyo has done. She did an amazing thing. We all get so busy that we never get together as the women's movement. So Honorable Phoebe Asiyo brought us across party lines. She brought us across ethnic lines, and she brought us across age lines. And we had a beautiful, powerful event at her granddaughter Kinyi's place. And it was, you just don't know what your Danny did by bringing us all back together, and something new and wonderful has been formed. I recognize the presence of Honorable Dr. Joyce Bensouda Osogo, Woman Representative Homa Bay County. I don't want to take time. I just want to conclude by saying that I was not just going to recognize, but I also, as the daughter was telling us yesterday, each one of us thinks that we know Mama, or that we were all very special to her. And I felt that I was the most special person to her. Honorable Dr. Julia Odhiambo, I've just seen you, recognize you, thank you. And I just want to say that Mama influenced me in a very powerful way when I was in class 7. And she was going through elections. For those of us who are younger, may not understand, because women have stood here in parliament. That time there were less than 6 women in parliament. And when Honorable Phoebe was vying, and I was a little girl in class 7, I was so amazed, and she was fighting against a very, very powerful politician. There is no politician that is as powerful as Okiki was then. And I was just amazed. I was like, wow. And at my age, I ran away from home and sat in a hall until morning, until her results were declared. And I started toying with the idea of being a member of parliament when I was in class 7 because of Phoebe. But because I was born in this church, the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and they didn't tell me directly, but through the teaching, we kind of thought that being in politics is a sinful thing. So I left my decision. It pended for very long, but Honorable Phoebe didn't let me be. She continued pestering me to vie, and I continued refusing. And finally, when I did vie, many of you do not know this, but Phoebe was the first woman to be elected in Homa Bay County, the 3rd in the whole of Nyanza. I think the first 7th or so in the nation. But I was the 2nd to be elected in Homa Bay County after Honorable Phoebe, and it took 16 years. It took 16 years for me to be elected after Honorable Phoebe. And because she pestered, and the other women will tell you here, she used to pester us to be elected. You refuse, and I tell her, I can't vie in Homa Bay because Honorable Tieno Kajwang was then the MP, is my relative. And she tell me, Honorable Kiki was my relative. It's not about hatred. It's about power and inclusion. But I refused. But in the end, when I came, thank goodness, Honorable Tieno was not vying against me. Secondly, the other thing that I want to say is that she also employed my mother in Child Welfare Society of Kenya. I don't know if Child Welfare will get a chance, but she employed my mother. So anybody who loves my mother has a soft spot in my heart. And so she's always had a I've had a soft spot for her because of that. She empowered my mother. Finally, I just want to say that many of us do not know the power that Honorable Phoebe had. She wasn't a bad girl like me. You know, she wasn't loud. She wasn't forceful, but she had power and she had force. We don't all have to be like her, but she has given us something to think about. She has given us something to write about, and she's given us something to emulate. We honor her, we love her, we cherish her, and for the family, know that you've given us somebody so precious as the women of this country. We love her, and we love you because of her. God bless you, and may she rest easy and we will meet her at the resurrection. Thank you. It is then, of course, my pleasure to invite Senator Moses Kajwang. And even as Senator is coming, Moses, please come. I just want to let you know that we are happy that now we can invite the male senators. Those days there would just be one woman. Isn't it amazing?